Israeli airstrike in Rafah killed at least 9 people, 6 of them children. That's according to hospital officials. Rafah is now home to more than half of Gaza's population, most of them displaced by fighting. Meanwhile, tensions are high after Israel's counteroffensive in Iran. NewsNation correspondent Robert Sherman live on the ground in Tel Aviv. Robert, what is the mood like there tonight?
Yeah, this evening, Natasha, people are cautiously optimistic that these tensions with Iran are going by the wayside and we're not going to spiral out of control. In fact, you see the scenes in Tel Aviv over the last 24, 48 hours. You've had people at the beach as they feel hopeful that things are going to subside here. Iran's message to Israel is that they're prepared to hit Israel back if they themselves are struck. But at this hour, there is no signs of any action being taken by Tehran directly against Israel. So people are trying to proceed forward.
It's on my mind that there is a possibility of a response, but I think also letting them affect my life to an extent where I wouldn't leave the house is also letting them win.
Meanwhile, the focus globally shifting back to the war in Gaza as Israel eyes an invasion of Rafah. The U.S. and Israel are having discussions this week about logistics, where the U.S. continues to vocalize concerns for the humanitarian situation in the enclave. The Israelis have been working to get more aid in. While the U.S. says progress is being made, they'd like to see the amount of aid going into the enclave upped. Secretary of State Antony Blinken saying this.
We've remained intensely focused on Gaza. We urge the rapid implementation of Israel's humanitarian assistance commitments. More aid, more crossings, better deconfliction, better distribution of the assistance to all who need it.
But so much of the focus on the ground here in Israel is still on the hostage situation. Demonstrations taking place tonight demanding that the hostages be released. Something else that we're following here, there's reporting coming from the Wall Street Journal suggesting that Hamas's leadership is considering leaving Qatar. Here's a reason why that is potentially significant. If that proves to be true and Hamas leaves Qatar for another country, it could potentially hamper these hostage negotiations, as Qatar has been a critical mediator between Hamas, the United States, and Israel. It is still estimated there are more than 130 hostages in Gaza. Natasha.
130 hostages. Robert Sherman live for us in Tel Aviv tonight. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.